Good afternoon and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz and we are live this afternoon for the USPA Bronze Trophy 12 goal. And you can see the two teams there, Casablanca, quite on Z from the amazing Grand Champions Polo Club Stadium Field today for our second game in this very, very competitive tournament. And they are going to come in here with, I see our players right here as they kind of meet each other on the sideline. Our two-man officials today, we are going to mix this up, which I love this. We have our international umpires from the Grand Champions Polo Club, Pepe Arada, professional umpire working with USPA professional Danny Juarez. Our third man will be Gaston Dorniak at the field side. And we are using the challenge system today, so each team will have the ability to challenge calls that the umpires blow. They also have all the triggers in place, and you can see there beautiful temperatures today here in southern Florida for this Bronze Trophy game. And they start out with the first game of the 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy 12-goal tournament, 75 degrees, partly cloudy, a little bit of a wind gust at 10 miles an hour, and that will not be that big of a problem. Remember, this field does run north and south. Great shot there, Field 1 and Field 2 in our grandstand field, right there in the middle. And we are live at the stadium, too, if you are in the area and you'd like to come down to check out the USPA Bronze Trophy. Well, we started the tournament on Field 3, and it was against Quite on Z and Los Mochitos, and they what a game, went right down to the end. Fabulous polo, very high level, 12-goal polo, and it'll seem more like 20 at times. And I'm looking forward to these two teams. Now, remember, you do have the Quite on Z team with one game under their belt. And we're going to do a proper introduction of all the players who get to meet them, and I'm going to talk about it. But they do have a little switch in the lineup from their last game, and I'll talk about that more as we get going. As Casablanca with their first game in the USPA Bronze Trophy. So we'll see. I know they've been practicing and getting ready to go. It's the first time that the Grand Champions Polo Club is hosting the USPA Bronze Trophy. And we take that at a very high level. This is an amazing tournament, USPA tournament. Last year's winner was Maharlika, and they with Gina Bagia playing in number one. Mickey Estrada Jr., he was on the team, Santo Magrini and Matias Magrini. They defeated Los Altos, which was Alvaro Fernandez, Keko Magrini, Memo Gracida, and Luis Saraco. And it was a 13-9 game at the La Heredora Polo Club in Santa Ynez, California. And now it's moved around, and I'll talk a little bit about the history of the tournament as the game goes on today. And here we go. Look at this. We got both of our teams out on the field. Some great banners all around. Make sure you check the backdrops today. As we have the Quite on Z team on the right side in their white jerseys, their white and red traditional jerseys, and Casablanca in the black and pink with our two mounted officials in the center. Looks like they're going to prepare here for our national anthem. So as they get organized. So I'd love everyone, please stand for our national anthem and Mr. Tom Blake.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And thank you so much once again, Tom Blake. And you can see Tom all over the Wellington area as he does perform. And he is he'll be every Sunday here at the beautiful Grand Champions Polo Club to sing our national anthem. Thank you, Tom. And here we go. The calm before the storm. Please put your hands together for the Quentin Z team. Playing the number 1 will be Alicia Zeidler. She comes in as a -1. She'll stay in the front of the game. She does like to pull the team. She will rotate around back and forth on offense and defense. Playing number 2 at 2 goals, Artemio Figueres, and he has been playing outstanding all season long. The man who will control the center of the field on 6 goals, my honor, Joaquin Panello. And then playing the number 4, we have the brothers Figueres today. Ilario Figueres will be playing, and Ilario coming off an injury from Argentina, but he's been rehabbing. He's doing really good. This is his first game back as he will be filling in for Lucio Ocampo. But here we go with the Casablanca team, and playing the number 1 will be Matias Colo Gonzalez on 4 goals. Playing the number 2, Santos Bellini on 2 goals. And playing number 3, the ambassador of the Casablanca clothing line and Casablanca Polo, Grant Ganzi on 3 goals. And playing the number 4, former 8-goal player, Juan Bellini Sr. on 3 goals now. They come in at 12 goals. This is a great matchup. You are in for an exciting 12-goal game. And they just a little bit about the teams here. Now, Alicia does play in the front of the game, and she knows her team very well. Lucio Ocampo has been playing very well, but Ilario and Lucio work together a lot, so they know each other very well. Ilario's been getting ready to go, so I'm sure he is just raring to go because he looks great, fit, horses are amazing. His younger brother is Artemio. They'll put Joaquin in the middle. Panello has been outstanding at 6 goals, and the Panello family doing so well. I used to play a lot of polo with Esteban, and their father, he was a great captain person, and I love the family. It's great to see this Panello family becoming a big dynasty family in the polo world. So good luck to the Arquedo Z. Casablanca, though, in the black and pink. They're going to come strong, they're going to come fast, and they're going to come hitting and running because these 4 players play very well together. They're going to put the number 1, Matias Colo Gonzalez, at the 4-goaler in the front. So a little bit of a strategy play here. And they're going to put Santos and Grant in the middle. Now, Santos and Grant play a lot of pole together. Santos on 2 goals, Grant on 3. They're both going up in their handicaps, so they have the ability to play 5. Grant and Santos on his 4th. They can raise the level of the team. And then Juan Bellini, with his knowledge of a former 8-goal player and being on 3 goals now, he will captain the team at a high level, and he will be Secretary of Defense. First play of the game here, you see that ball was coming out of 45, and definitely we have the black and pink jumping on that right-of-way. So we're going to get our first right-of-way violation. Quick call, but great call out of the Bolin on the blocking call. They're going to drop it from the spot from a 5A, and they're going to launch one early here. And we are seeing a change in the Casablanca strategy already because Matias Colo Gonzalez is wearing the number 1, but just teed up and hit the penalty 5A from the center. Now, one of the reasons why is you saw where that ball went, off the field. He is a big hitter, and he has been playing very well in the 6 and the 8 goal at the Grand Champions Polo Club. So the step up to 12 is going to be perfect. On the knock in here, it's going to be quite on Z. Outlet pass, they'll find Pinello. And this is probably going to work all day long with this give and go from whoever takes the knock in, be it Ilario or Artemio. Pinello. Joaquin. Excuse me. And he'll get around the corner, creating space for himself, and he does it perfectly. Now, 3-on-2, Casablanca. Good defense. Grant Ganzi will control. Bellini's going to come up and help out. That's the knowledge that I tell you about. He'll work very hard. Now looking for Gonzalez. Matias, not just a big hitter, but very strong with the polo ball when he goes for the dribble and run move. Pinello, one tap to the outside, shot on goal. Bellini will escort this one into the end line and then snap one to the back, and he's going to find Gonzalez. Golo. Good play here, and he's got Grant and Santos going forward, so the big combination's working. Now Grant has a little bit of horsepower to get over the top of Pinello. Grant Ganzi carries it into the 60, and Ilario will get his first touch of the day. Stolen away by Gonzalez. Good steal by Matias. Round the corner they come. Now the melee. Oh, a little give though. Look at this Matias. I told you, very good with the polo ball. So tapping and dribbling, but keeping it moving. And now the shot on goal. And just off to the right. So you see a number of touches in there, but Matias keeping the ball moving. That is what the umpires are looking for. Do not slow the game. Matias Gonzalez does it at a pace. And that pace is big. He's played a lot of high goal polo. He was involved with the pilot team, winning the Triple Crown. He understands the movement. Outlet pass, and this is what we saw earlier. It's going to be Ilario, and he's going to find Pinello. Oh, back to the inside here, and Grant going for that one. And, I like this play, trying to get there, because a bit of a miss hit to the center. Keep an eye on number 3 in the white. Kind of comes across the center here. Oh, yeah, and then it does change, though. So Grant did try to get there, but you can see how that ball kind of did a little bit of a movement, more up and down the field than across. Lesser angle is going to go to the Quite on Z team. Everybody changing quickly, and they're going to take advantage of this with 4:35. That play in the gray area, 20 yards off center. So they're going to move that ball down to the 60-yard mark. And I applaud that all day long, and I think a lot of our polo fans do. Let us know on the Facebook. Let us know on any of the Instagram. And moving those balls down to a goal shot penalty. It is a big move, being 90-yard move from the center to the 60. That ball was about 20 yards on the other side. So this is our first opportunity at a 60-yard penalty forward. It's going to be Artemio Figueres. And he has been hitting the penalty fours in the 6 and 8 very well. This one's just going to go a little bit off to the side. But again, well struck, good swing. And this will be a bullet dodged by the Casablanca team, because anytime Artemio does get on the penalty line, you need to watch out. He was 100% in his last game that I watched him play, so you do not want to foul this Quite on Z team. On the move, they're going to win this play before it makes it back to center, and now it's going to be Pinello, and he's going to work his magic. Joaquin, shot on goal coming. Yes, sir. And off to the right, so both teams getting shots on goal and equal on the knock-ins. So 2-2 on the knock-ins. Both teams missing the goal twice. Rotation by Casablanca. Matias Gonzalez will come from the number 1 position, and he'll knock in from the number 4. So we're going to try to figure out what this Casablanca team put on paper, because they're showing us a lot of different looks early. But I love seeing that myself as an announcer and coach, player, umpire. It's always good to see a team change it up. Loose ball play. They get it over center. Bellini, senior, Juan looking for Grant. No play. Grant's got to wait. Good structure. Whoa, and they get up on the handlebars there. And everybody looks like they're okay. Santos, good sportsmanship there. He's going to go ahead and make sure it gets Joaquin's pony. Clean ride-off, it looked like. We'll see what they decide on the field. At least from here, it looked kind of like it was an okay ride-off. As Pinello did have the right-of-way when he worked his way in. And so Grant knew that. Grant did a fabulous job to get out of the way. And then he slowed the game enough on his ride-off, because remember the ride-off, you need to be at the same relative speed. And that was a very safe ride-off. But we will see again what they decide to go on the field, if they decide to go. And, it looks like they're going to go the other way. So they are going to give this one to the Casablanca team. So, well done, Grant Gandy. Get in the spot there. Controlling the play. And it's going to be the first open goal of the day. And it'll be Gonzalez. Open goal penalty 2 should be a problem for Matias. He is also very strong from the penalty line. I think both of these teams need to be careful today, fouling each other because of we've seen this even in our first Bronze Cup game, or Bronze Trophy. I do beg your pardon there, on the USPA Bronze Trophy. They've been shooting well. So you want to, for any of our new viewers, we do switch directions in this amazing game of polo after every goal scored for the same sun-wind field advantage. So that will put Casablanca headed towards Miami. That'll be the south goal. And Quaidon Z headed towards Orlando, the north goal. And this one's going to be won by Quaidon Z with 2:15 on the clock. Picked up here, good control. Ilario. Not getting too many touches early, so Ilario's going to try to work it here, and I like the gray mare. Ilario rides about 5 or 6 gray horses, so they don't get mixed up. Not the same horse every time. Look at this ball control. Oh, Ilario, forget it. It's dialed in today already. Off the pony, though. That means, and they're going to get a whistle. So Ilario, with great stick work, works it to the right, then to the left, still keeps it moving, sneaks it from 1, goes in between 2, goes for the shot, and then we get a whistle. They're going to call hitting into the pony. So I like this thought process here by the Mount officials, because the player did move out of the way quickly. That is the main part. If a man clears quickly, you can't hit the ball into him. Look at this. Santos Bellini, maybe with the first opportunity. And a Remington, another close shave here early. Both teams getting the offensive attack, which tells me we're probably going to have a pretty high-scoring game here. They're just off to the left, off to the right, but not by much. And now Ilario will take over. So a little bit of a change by the Quaidon Z team. And Ilario says, okay, a minute left, let's go with it. Beautiful looking gray mare as he gets over center, and Gonzalez is coming back. We got a horse race. Look at this gray mare run. Are we going to get a coast to coast like butter on toast? And welcome back, Ilario Figueres, as we knew he was going to come in strong. As this first big tournament game back, and he is just rolling already. He gets on the field here, and it looked like maybe Bellini took his man a little bit even deeper, but Gonzalez was trying to get there, but horsepower's horsepower. And that the gray mare took Ilario exactly where he wanted to be, and he'll pick up the first goal of the day from the field. So that'll take us into our second charter. So we'll get everybody on some fresh ponies. Thank you for joining us today on CTV Sports, the 2024 USPA Bronze Trophy. If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail, because this is a fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we are bringing you the 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy. And this is live from the beautiful Grand Champions Polo Club Stadium Field. And we have in the white jerseys, different jersey owners, Quite on Z, Alicia Zeidler, Artemio Figueres, Joaquin Pinello, and Ilario Figueres. Then we have Casablanca in the black and pink coming in with Matias Cola Gonzalez, Santos Bellini, Grant Ganzi, and Juan Bellini. We're 1-1 after our first chukker. Each team had opportunities. 3 knock-ins for the Quite on Z team, and Ilario went coast to coast at the end of the chukker. And look at this, right at the beginning of the second chukker. And I knew that they were gonna bring us in because every goal shot in the first chukker, if you missed it, we're just off the post. Pinello's going to take this ball, leave it behind. Artemio falls into the rumble seat and is ready to shoot and puts a pretty goal just inside the right post to get his first of the day. Even on the penalties, 1 penalty, 4 for Quite on Z, just hit wide at the beginning, and a penalty 2 for Casablanca. Now, on the second bowling of the second chukker, they come together, picked up cleanly, back by Bellini. Now, it's going to be Grant. Gets there quickly. A little bit of a duel here with Figueres. Ilario looking strong as he turned the corner. Good hustle play by number 3. Now, Gonzalez will come in there. Well done, Colo. Good job as he scales this ball away. That's the defense that Casablanca wants to use all day. 1 player holds them up. 2nd player come in, help out, try to steal the ball. Worked well. Pinello will put Santos Bellini on his hip. Pinello in the 3. Santos with the 2. Little bit of a dual play. Oh, nice little pick play here by Santos. Both teams working the defense tightly. You can see man-to-man polo. Hit well. Alicia going forward. Gonzalez will get there before. Alicia goes a little flyby, does her job though, gets them to turn, gets them to slow a bit, gives her team time to get back on defense. Good job by Zeidler. Big hit, but again, great defense. Loose ball play. Backed across the center. Matias will get there first on the back shot. Picked up and now controlled by Pinello. 2 players override. It'll be Santos. Bellini gets called off by Bellini, my favorite summer drink. The Bellini. They play very well together. Father-son connection. Out of the air. Nice play by Gonzalez. Now in shooting range from about 80. That ball taken out of the air by Pinello. Joaquin, he'll slow it down. Once again, both teams very strong on the defensive side of the coin. Shot on goal by Ganzi. Oh, yeah, and there's another high goal play. Quick shooting, don't mess with the ball. That play could have been turned. Grant says, no, I go with the near side back shot. I love the thought process. This is just good D, though. Everybody's hustling. It bounces off Pony right here where Grant just goes right for the back shot. Sensational. As we play here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, everything from 6 to 26. Of course, World Polo League in session. And high goal is in the air everywhere in Wellington. Big ball down the center, and it's going to be picked up here now by Bellini. Back and forth on the bowl ends, and this is, oh, you got to be careful. They are pressing the defense on both teams, and that's a great little pump fake by Ganzi as he changes the field, and here comes Casablanca. Bellini. Juan on the gray. He's got room to work. Juan, he's got an opportunity here to take this to goal. Bellini drags it, knows that he's got his son in the rumble seat, brings it back inside, and a whistle on the play. So with 3:24, let's take a look at it. I thought Juan might take this one to the goal, but he had, Lario comes in, and this ball's going up and down the field. Santos comes in from right to left, and Pinello was following the right of way. And remember, the umpire looking for 100% play there. Quickly spotted, quickly placed. Penalty 5A. It'll be picked up by Quiet on Z. Ooh, Alario. Out of the air, off the pony. We'll get a whistle on the play. I remember we had a play earlier where we did have a foul. Let's see if Matias is out of the range or in the middle. Yeah, he's off to the side, so we'll see what they decide to do here, though. You might just check the pony. Remember, if the player is cleared or out of the way and the ball gets hit into him, then that foul will go against the player hitting the ball. Safety of the four-legged athlete. And remember, it all has to do with the player being out of the way. If a player gets in there blocking, then that is a different call. Down the center by Gonzalez. Good composure by Pinello to let that ball pass him and then wait for the clean back shot, and he'll send Alario forward. Ooh, Colo coming from right to left there, and we got a great angle here from our center cam. Alario's going to override here, but watch when they come from right to left. 1.5, strides out, and you get the right-of-way violation. Oh, I understand. I play. I can see Matias maybe thinking he might have had a skip ahead. He might have had a little bit more speed. And if he does clean out or clear out quickly or stride, got to be a stride further. Alario closed that window nicely. But that's where the gray area is again. Remember, be careful of fouling between that 20 yards on either side of the center because they're going to move it down to the 60. Consistency's been very high on all the polo fields. And that can hurt you because now you get a goal shot penalty instead of a ball from the spot. I like the movement. Penalty 4 from the spot. From the 60, it'll be Artemio. One again, well hit. Oh, but did it just come in just inside? Might have went just inside there. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead and get this one. So Artemio Figueres will get his second opportunity from the line. He had one just off to the left in the first chucker. This one drops in just on the right side. And that will bring us back to the center. 3-2 as they come together. And it's going to be won now by Quiet on Z, taken controlled by Pinello. Again, just great defense. Everybody jumping in quickly to get a hold of the ball. That ball is coming across the field. Player falling across the right of way. Bellini gets a piece of it first. Keep an eye on Juan on the gray pony. He'll take it forward right here, or changes there right now. Neutral place. Still coming across the field. Alario in the blue helmet's got the lesser angle. Penalty 5A. On the 5A. Well hit ball by Figueres. Oh, it goes to the right. Artemio comes over. And it looked like Bellini might have lost vision on that ball because he hits it so high. Bellini was off to the left side. Artemio had a clean ride to it, but right there is the foul as number 3 in the black and pink. Ganzi was on the right-of-way. Player comes from right to left, falling across the right-of-way. Penalty 5A. So flipping back and forth on the 5As. Umpires on it. very well, calling the violations, and they've been similar. Players just falling across the right-of-ways. Not a lot of danger, but right-of-way violations. Down the center, nobody home with a pink and black jersey on there for Casablanca, and Artemio is going to fire one back. And good read by Gonzalez. Matias on the near side, keeping it going. Good stick work. Now he'll deal with Pinello. Now he'll snap one down the right side. Again, the defense so strong by both teams. Nobody open to get that pass. Back shot from brother to brother as the Figueres brothers hook up across the center. And this is just a lucky bounce for Pinello. Now Casablanca will have to regroup. Under a minute left here in the second chucker. Ganzi and Pinello. Pinello and Ganzi back to the inside. Bellini, neutral play. And, Alario almost gets a piece of it as it was trickling off the field there. But a nice play by Juan Bellini to get that neutral back shot. Now, time management, we'll see what they decide to do. Clock ticking down. See if they stopped the clock. They might have. They might have had it, or they ran out of time. If the time slowed down, I think that they had a timeout for a horse here. So, yes, they did. Remember, amount of officials today, international top umpire Pepe Raja with the Grand Champions Polo Club from Argentina, USPA professional umpire Danny Juarez in the saddle for the United States Polo Association, and Gaston Dorniak working as our third man. Instant replay official in place for any of the challenges if needed, and the triggers. The triggers are used to check and see if a goal is scored, see if the ball goes in and out of bounds, check and see any kind of ride-off or any kind of contact between 2-3 players. They come together anytime you do have any unsportsmanlike conduct, and to check and see if a safety was committed. Umpires can use those calls. They disagree on a play. Good shot there of Danny Juarez, USPA. And here we go. So we looks like we got everybody back on the field. 32 seconds, but every second will count today. And it's going to be picked up by Matias down the center. Good read by Pinello out of the air. And he's got time here with 20 seconds. Santos will get inside. Oh, look at this. Bellini's going to turn the corner and try to go for it. Backed up nicely by Pinello. Gonzalez gets there. Artemio and Matias. Matias needs to get, there you go. He's going to get a little, I was going to say, just get a few more yards here before the clock runs out. He will, so that ball will land just on the other side, maybe right at center. We'll let the umpires decide where that ball was in the air when the second horn rang. We're going to get everybody on some fresh horses. It's a beautiful day at the Grand Champions Polo Club and the USPA Bronze Trophy. All right, looks like we're getting all the players back on the field. Established in 1980, the Bronze Trophy, a prestigious national tournament played at the 8 to 12 goal level. Really hosted by the Gulfstream Polo Club. I think everyone could, that brings you back, especially if you've been in the game of polo and you know the game of polo, Gulfstream Polo Club, now defunct in Florida. And it was there until closure. The tournament relocated in 2015 to the Newbridge Polo and Country Club in Aiken, South Carolina. Fantastic place, south in Aiken. And no team has won back-to-back victories in 3 decades history. It's wow, that's all. With the Glenlivet 1984 to 1986, Equilius, 2000, Glenlivet and Equilius from 2000 to 10, and then LBL from 2018 to 2023. Each topping the podium twice. It relocated to the west coast of La Herradura Polo Club LLC in San Ynez, California, and now it has made its home here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, and we are excited about this USPA Bronze Trophy. 4 teams have entered, and they are fantastic teams, and we're back for our 3rd chukker of play, and this is the way it's been. Whoa, right out of the bowl-in, Matias Cola Gonzalez is going to open it up and get the equalizer on the bust and move play. Grant Gansey wins the bowl-in, gets Matias going forward, and we have seen Matias do everything today. He's been in the back, the center, the front, and now Grant Gansey. I like this this style both these teams are playing. They are playing such a high goal style at 12 goals. It's all snap, hit, run, use the horsepower. Control play by Gonzalez. 2 knock-ins, bowl-ins in a row, won by Casablanca. Gansey will flip it along a little bit, just inside. Control play by Pinello. And he looks just like his daddy right there. Man, did that bring me back. Wow. I just saw Estevan running right down the field. Now, look at this. He's going to try to go to coast. Pinello leaves it for Artemio. Good D by Colo. And just off the side. So I thought Artemio might snap that one. He made one earlier from about 65 yards out. He didn't have a clean look there, but that little tap to the outside did give Gonzalez the opportunity to get in line. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Oh, lucky bounce there for Gonzalez because he has the pressure from Artemio, and away we go as they work it outside the 60. Coro down the near boards to the stadium. Santos goes for the steal. Good ball control by Hilario. And Figueres in the blue helmet will take over for Quedon Z. Stolen away by Gonzalez. Given to Grant. Grant gives it back to Coro, and he'll take control. And he's got 2 players with him, so someone should be open here. Rotation by Bellini now. So we're back to even on defense. Alicia has gone to the defensive side of the stick. And we have gone to a true 4-player rotation now here in the 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy. Snap by Pinello. Now we have Artemio going forward. Oh, a little bad luck there on the near side. Backed up cleanly. And we've seen a number of huge back shots by both teams. But both times the players were out of position or couldn't get there. Now we have Alicia riding forward here. And I think Santos Bellini. Yeah, so they got the live play blocking going on. So here we go. So this is a new procedure put in play, and that is called the live play blocking. So remember, best way to explain this to you is on a set play, you need to go man to man, and the same on the polo field here now. USPA rules, standard international rules tournament committee, and Matias is going to catch, I think, maybe a few players actually changing horses, but when he went to make that turn, Alicia had to let him go to the next man. That's why he had the foul. And then a quick change of horses by the Casablanca team gives Matias, and that's just a heads-up play by Matias Gonzalez to go ahead and take the penalty 5A quickly once they were back on the field, knowing that he was faced up head-to-head. He just went to the 60 and then drove it home for the finish. And Casablanca will take their first lead of the day. Oh, good pull there by Casablanca. Everybody working hard here. They're going to give it back to Gonzalez. And then there's a few tippy-tappy touches in there. We'll see what they decide to do with this. And on the replay, right off there by Santos with Pinello. Pinello's steals away, now Matias, and then you get a whistle. So they're going to go to the delay game there on a few tip taps. He's got to put it forward, put it back. You got to move the ball. Remember, can't be standing there with it. It's all about. Oh, and we got the live play blocking once again. So even before the delays, because it looked like Santos was ready, or looked like Matias ready to go. So we do have another live play blocking again. And remember, that's that play. You got to be careful when you have the free man coming at the man with the ball, and then you might see it again because they're one-on-one here, and then you got 2-on-1, and that's where it's going to be a little trade. That's where teams is going to have to get used to that play when their ball is moving. Now, it all is based at pace, also speed. Slower plays, they'll let that kind of play out more. But when you have the ball moving, or you do have players coming together where they are in pace, that's where you're going to have to start counting heads, and it goes one-on-one, it goes man-to-man. It is a new procedure, and in any new procedure, I mean, even when we had the new procedures for the clear and use it, it always, there's a learning curve. When you had the procedure for calling the turn based on a number of strides, it's a new procedure. You know, it takes time for players and umpires all to come together. It is a dance. I talk a lot about the dance. It's going to be Artemio, though, and yep, there you go. Be careful, because that's Artemio's third opportunity, and he is back on track on the little black mare. I need to interview Artemio because I'm very impressed with his swing. He's hitting the ball very deep on the bottom of the ball, and he's getting a lot of loft out of his shots. If you watch his penalty fours, they almost go directly straight up. And his practice sessions have been very positive this year. He's doing a great job there, especially on 2 goals. All right, on the bowling. And it's been going back and forth. We'll see some stats at halftime, so we'll break it down for you. On the turn, Gonzalez, he'll flip it back to Bellini. Juan, Pinello says, that's all right, I'm going to take both you guys, and does a good job at it. Pump fake, under the neck. Gonzalez and Pinello. Pinello slams on the brakes. Lario goes forward. A little bit of they'll let that play out there because Matias was clearing out. Horse kicked it back. Good non-call. They come together. Ooh, and Santos is going to come from right to left over the top of the ball. And that is going to be your foul. Keeps the balls going down the field 45. Keeping out number 2. He comes from right to left. Needs to make a near side play there or go to the man first and then take the ball. Gets caught on the reaching play. And they'll bring that down to, well, they haven't moved this one up. We'll see where the players were lined out. Very, very clean first half. We've had a few penalties, but moving the ball well. They're kind of mixed it up with the 5s and the 4s. Casablanca giving more goal shot penalties. They've only given up the penalty 2, quite on Z, up to this moment. And that's only 1 goal shot penalty. Matias made a 5A, but that was just Gonzalez doing his magic. Artemio going for his fourth penalty, 4 opportunity. Ooh, and this one might be just outside or just in. No, just outside. So they're going to dodge a bullet as Artemio now 2 for 4. It'll be Colo. He'll take the knock-in on the gray pony going across the center there. Artemio. And whistle on the play. Colo hits the ball behind Artemio here. Keep an eye on the ball. It's going to scoot off to the right. I think a little bit of a miss hit, but he definitely got the lesser angle here. And then right there, you need a little more contact. The umpire's going to look for the player that had the right of way, and that would have been the pink and black, to get bent a little bit. So when a player rides a player off, to turn him or push him off the line, or at least get some kind of contact where he's got control over him. A little bit of a rub or just kind of a breeze, we call it. They call me the breeze. They'll whistle you there. So they dropped that one from center, and Gonzalez is going to launch one again, and that one's 140. Off the pony here, Santos might have an opportunity. Bellini, goes for the open back shot, leaves it for his dad, and just unsuccessful. So right in front of goal, great steal by Santos. He took it back across the center, and it looked like his ball had a little skip to it. But then Wands went off to the post with 45 seconds on the clock. Can Quaidon-Z get a positive possession here and go up 1 goal for the halftime break? Man, this first half has just flown by. They're going, here you go. It's going to be Pinello looking for Artemio. Good read, though, by Gonzalez. Matias across the back cleanly. Santos, he's there, but Pinello is also. And watch out, because Pinello has room. There's the shot on goal. Will this ball carry? Yes, it will. And, just wide to the right. So great time management by the Quaidon-Z team to work it down and get an opportunity at a positive shot. But off to the right side, and we're going to leave the first half 4-4. Here's our stats for the first half. There's your 4-on-4, and these should be pretty close stats. Shot 10 and 8. Shots make sense. Knock-ins right there, 6 and 4. Throw-ins 5 and 5. We figured that. We were right around the same. Fouls 7 and 6. There. Not as bad. Difference in the fouls and the difference in the stats that we want to watch out is that definitely the Quaidon-Z team had more penalties that were shot on goals, and that was 4 penalty 4s out of the 7 they got. All right, we're going to let everybody go to their tents. They'll get with their coaches. They'll get you see a great shot here. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back for our second half of the 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo, and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before, and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo, but women's polo. So we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside. and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini's gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
if you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktails, because this is a fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, it's like a big family. We're all, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Good afternoon and welcome back to a beautiful calm. I love seeing that right there. Horses getting ready to come on the field because we are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club. I'm Dale Schwetz with CTV Sports. This is the 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy 12 goal. And we have a fantastic game going for you. I'm going to break this down while the players are getting back on their horses. Quite on Z with Alicia Zeiler playing in number 1. She's on a -1. Artemio Figueres, they're in the white jerseys, is playing number 2 on 2 goals. He has 3 goals on the day. He's had opportunities at 4 penalty 4s, and he's 2 for 4. Joaquin Pinello on 6 goals is playing in number 3. He has 1 goal in the day. And then Ilario Figueres, playing number 4. He's on 5 goals. He has 1 goal. That's how they get their 4 goals. 2 12-goal teams going up against each other. Casablanca. They're in the black and pink today. And Steven Alexander, of course, always love with Casablanca what they bring, the energy they bring to the style, the grace, and, of course, the safety of the game, beautiful Casablanca helmets. But they have Matias Cola Gonzalez on 4 goals playing in number 1. He has 3 goals on the day. He has a penalty 2, 1 from the field, and any of the 5A that he actually just, everybody was kind of changing horses, getting organized, and it was a great call by the umpires to play, and he saw open space, so he dribbled it in from about 100 out and then finished it from the 60. And Playing 2, Santos Bellini, 2 goals. No goals on the day, but there he is right there in front of you. And this kid has been working very, very hard at that number 2 position. And that is the position where you need to make those hooks and those bumps. You do the clean, dirty work, and he's done a great job at it. Grant Gansey on 3 goals. He's got 1 goal on the day. He has facilitated the ball at a very high level. A number of their goals have come off of his mallet to another player. And then Juan Bellini, former 8-goal player, he's got to enjoy playing. He actually taught Grant, well, he's taught all 3 of these how to play polo. So I know Juan right there, number 4. He's got to just love this situation to be able to play with these young polo stars. And he has done a great job in his position, and he's been changing it. He's been rotating. He's been in front. He's been in back. We've seen a 4-player rotation by both teams. Alicia's done a fantastic job also playing a lot of defense, even though she's wearing the 1. She's mounted very, very well. She's a great little horse. They scoot around the field quickly. She can get the places she needs to be. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in the second half. I mean, I would have loved to queue up the tents today. Now, the big difference in the stats was one thing, and the only thing that stood out because the game is so close is that the penalties, they were 6 and 7 for each team. But Quai-Donzy has, out of their 7, they had 4 shots on goal. They had 4 penalty 4s. And Casablanca has only gotten 1 shot on goal on penalties. So I want to give a little edge to the Quai-Donzy team there on their, when they did foul, they fouled in places that it didn't hurt them that bad. Casablanca's got to watch that out for the second half. Here we go. Second half action. Great crowd at the field. Jan Erik Frank calling the game live at the beautiful Grand Champions Polo Club Stadium. If you are in the area, of course, go to gcpolo.com. You get all your information, all your GPS coordinates, and everything you need to know. Here we go. Inside, outside is going to be Pinello. And you're going to hear his name a lot. Now, one of the, it stood out to me, and I really, let's just break this play down. This ball gets hit to the right side. Good hook there by Pinello. Then it goes underneath. And then it gets kicked. And then they just turn in a blocking foul. So they just go with a 5A from the spot. They'll move it on and get it going as they come around the corner. Loose ball play. They're looking for Estevan. Looking for Joaquin. Estevan's watching. Sorry, Estevan. I know you're out there, buddy. I love you. And that's, of course, Joaquin's dad. Oh, does he get away with the hook? I'm not sure. Oh. There's been so much defense, and that's what I wanted to say before that last penalty. These two teams have played very clean defense, and defense wins championships. You know it. Here's Pinello. It gets ridden over, backed up on an angle. And there you get the hook, and that's going to be a cross hook. Very tough play. I love the non-call before that because that ball actually went down the field. I'd like to recognize our mounted officials for the second half because you might just be joining us for the second half. Our international top umpire, professional umpire from Argentina, working with the Grand Champions Polo Club and the World Polo League, we Pepe Raja, and then top USPA professional umpire, Daniel Juarez, Danny we call him, and I've known Danny for a long time. He used to play polo with Danny. 2 fantastic umpires on the field. Gaston Dorniak as our third man in the stands, and then we have our instant replay official in place because we are using the challenge system. No plays were challenged in the first half on the calls, and no triggers were used. It's going to be a cross hook here on a breakaway play, penalty 4, 60-yard shot, and Gonzalez. Man, I was talking earlier about talking to Artemio about his practice sessions when he hits penalties, and this is another guy that I would love to talk to because he hits the ball very, very hard, as you can see. As that was a 60-yard shot that probably went about 120, 130. He hit one about 140 earlier. But that is a fantastic way to start off the second half, as Colo Gonzalez will pick up the penalty 4. Back to the center, and this is where we ended the half on the stats. And I want to thank all our statisticians taking all of those stats. Very well done. It's such a big part of the game to know those stats, to see where teams stand. And right now, it's back and forth on the Bolins. Picked up here and cleaned up and controlled by Gonzalez. Matias. Good stick work. Artemio's pressing. And he just stays in there and gets the job done. Good read by Gansey. That's going to be a good non-call here because Gansey jumps right on the right-of-way behind it. So a clean play by Double G Grant Gansey. Now they come together. Good composure by Pinello. Looking down the field, nobody home. And this is where there's been a little bit of a change on both teams. We might see a difference this second half. But when they hit that outlet pass on the larger, longer ball, there's been a little bit of miscommunication, and the defense has won those. So let's see if the teams adjust. Loose ball play, Grant. Big ball by Grant Gansey. Nobody there, so it's a foot race. Pinello, Grant. And I like the non-call. Let them run. 2 players going. Clean, no danger. Window not closing. Even Steven. Turned around is going to be Pinello. He has just amazed me. I've loved watching him go. I've watched him go from 2 to 6 goals. He's done it in a fantastic fashion. Out to the outside is going to be Artemio. Little different game plan now by Quidon Z. Artemio was more in the front. Now they got him kind of floating around the center. Grant with a good defense. Left in there and controlled by Gonzalez. Colo has time here, and Juan Bellini has done an exceptional job filling those little gaps. And remember, you're not allowed to block outside the play once the play gets moving with the new interpretation. They did a great job calling it early on both teams, and then gave us an opportunity to kind of explain some of the new procedures going on now with the USPA. It does happen at times, so it's good to know all those different procedures. Ooh, that play is going right down the center, and we get a whistle on the play with 3:24. Watch this ball. Remember, the player fouling the ball always has a right away over a player meeting the ball. It's coming right down the center of the field, and watch Juan kind of just fall across there as Ilario had a lesser angle, and you get a good shot of the stadium. A little break in action as they go to move around here. I want to make sure you put on your calendar March 21st. I'm going to say it, Friday. 7th Annual Nick Roldan Sunset Polo and White Party hosted by Grant Gansey on, I'm going to say it again, Friday, March 21st. Put it on your calendar. And, you should try to get tickets for this because it is going to sell out quick, and they have been selling tickets. This is a go-to event as we do get the open goal penalty 2. And Artemio will always be there for you. Ice in his veins. Will get the first goal for the Quidon Z team here in the second half. You can go to sunsetpolo.com. I'll remind you before the end of the game of that, sunsetpolo.com. And 3 different performers this year, but it always turns into, it's one of those. It's an osmosis type event, and it's for great charities. So please get back to sunsetpolo.com. On the bowling, and it's been going back and forth, and this is trouble because Joaquin Pinello has a clean air, and he's all by himself. Not the approach shot he wanted. Oh, bad luck, and it happens to the best of us. Man. Just off to the left and the right. He just had a little bit of a trouble on the approach shot there. Try to drag it in. He goes off to the side, and that'll keep it even. 5-5. Knock in, and we've seen this. This has not changed. Even though Matias is wearing the 1, He's taking the knock-ins. It is definitely a set play. They figured that out days before the game, and it has been working well. He'll rotate to the front. And now two players come together here, and something is wrong there. Two players riding the one ball will have the advantage of the drone and the center cam to watch. Santos kicks it forward. Now Santos. Yeah, and then you have a mallet right there with horses running. So that'll be backing into the pony. And we will go ahead and take a look at this one. Okay, so we get our first, replay here. Do we have a challenge on the play? So they'll tell you, see that, or if you challenge on the trigger, you have the ability to check any play. And the IRL got to look at that play. So that is a great play to look at because you have, anytime you have a mallet or two players come together, anytime there's any kind of danger in play, they have the ability to look at that. Now, you had a play going down the field, and it was a trigger by the umpire. So both teams still have their challenge left, and that is very important in a game this close. So that, and, just off the side. So we had two players come together where a mallet did hit a horse. Now they want to make sure which player is wrong, who's creating the danger. They were still overlapped on that play. And remember, for you to hit a back shot and not hit a horse, your mallet needs to be in motion before that player gets there. If your mallet's not in motion before that player is established, when you're overlapped, that's when you'll get the whistle against you for backing into the pony. So that's why they had that foul for the Casablanca team. And now we get another whistle after the missed goal. Control play by Pinello. Pinello goes to the inside, and that's just bad luck because Pinello was going to the right and the ball went back to the left, and like a quick line change, which is always the toughest play in polo for everybody, players, umpires, fans, everybody, bartenders, whoever's there, the quick line change is always tough. And that ball went more to the black and pink. So good call here by the mountain officials to give that ball back to the pink on the 5A. So opened up early in the fourth. Now a little sticky, but that, does happen with the defense. A lot of defensive plays going on. Everybody coming in hot. It looked to me like Joaquin established himself, but we have Pepe right there on the ball. Let's take a look at it. It goes down the boards here. You break it down. There's Joaquin, and he's got control, and then you got to clear out. So when one player does come across, but we'll see what they decide to do here. If they decide to go another way, if he go. Okay. The ball comes down the boards, flips it, and then you got to give them one play. So that's going to go, see if they decide to look at that or if they don't. And they're going to go ahead and bring that one across to the center. So the angles are a big deal here. And I like this set of angles here because that thing comes down the center. And when it comes off the boards, who's got the lesser angle going in to that play? And it actually does come to the black and pink. So top call here, no need to look at it. And they'll bring that ball over to the center. for the open goal penalty two. Ooh. So a couple big misses here. Which doesn't, this is not, it does happen, but a 4 and a 2, and that's going to end our chucker. We'll talk about that when we get back, but these are big plays going on. 2 chuckers left. Fantastic game going on here. Grand Champions Polo Club 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy CTV Sports.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Quick change by both teams, and that is, we always like to see that because they are ready to go. And we have there's some great fans at the field today. We have Daniel Hustler is going to be the CEO and president of the Boca Raton. And he's going to be presenting our prizes today. Daniel was down at the beach polo down in Miami, and I'm a Boca boy. And I actually worked at the hotel, Boca Raton, for many years when I was in college. And so it was so great to see them. They'll be presenting the prizes. And then we have Doug Evans, also president of the Palm Beach Chamber. And he's... And then also we have gotta give love, Lugano Diamonds, one of our big sponsors. So I want to give a big shout out to the Lugano Diamonds group. They were also up in they travel with us with many of our events, and they're one of our title sponsors here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. So I want to welcome all of our fans, and I hope they're enjoying their day. And like I said, you'll see more with Daniel during the trophy presentation, which we'll have at the end. Remember, stay with us. We will, as our show, as the game does end, we'll go to a little break at the end, and then we will send it out to the field to Jan Erik Frank, and now we'll look at it. Look at that beautiful shot here. What a fantastic, beautiful pony here. Of course, to the Figueres family in their breeding operation, Nacho and Delphi, the mom and dad, the whole family involved in the breeding operation, and the boys demonstrating high level polo. So it's great to see those horses that close and personal on our end zone cams down in the polo field, so you can really get close to the people. So here we go. We got everybody back on top. 5th chucker action, 5-5. This is going to be a night-old biter, I believe. It's going to go right down to the end. They're going to work it down in. It gets flipped back to the inside. Ilario with, enough jerseys around them. You can throw a blanket and actually cover every one of them. And it does not matter because Ilario is going to stay focused and get through the group. He taps once. There's one black and pink. Grant gets out perfectly. And then Ganzi has to stay on his side. Ilario takes a shot. Picks up his second of the day. Back to the center. International Rule Tournament Conditioners will bowl in off our center cam right here in front of you all day long for the second half. You're going to get a good look at all the players and the ponies. Look at this ball by Gonzalez. Will it stay on the field, though? It might. Yes, it's going to. Backed up into the corner. They come together, and they've been very, very consistent today on this call. I have to agree. You're going to fall over the right of way here. Lario gets on it. Player comes from right to left, and this call has happened a few times. The right of way violation does happen 80% of the time, being that the main part of the game, where the ball is moving and following that right of way. That's where the safety is brought into the game, especially when you're moving from 25 to 36 miles an hour on a top polo pony, which is now we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one. So we get our first challenge of the day, and that ball was going into the corner, and we broke it down before. We got the instant replay. I got to look at it in fast speed, half speed, and frame by frame. So we got a foul on the play, and the Casablanca team will lose their challenge for the second half. So a very important challenge there by the Casablanca team. And with a close game, now you give a little bit of an edge to Quite on Z that they still have that challenge in their pocket if they need it somewhere at the end of the game. But as the action continues, we'll mark that down as now Casablanca out of challenges for the second half as you get one challenge per half, shot on goal, and that ball will go just wide. They move the ball from the corner to the center as that's been the movement. No reason to leave that ball in the corner down there on that last foul, as that is almost a helpful play for the team that fouled if you left them down in the corner, because to get out of that corner is not easy. So they give them an advantage by moving it a good 130 yards, and let's see if they can make a positive possession out of it, get a successful goal. But look at this, Casablanca's going to hold on and do a great job keeping them out of the goal area. Bellini with the ride-off on Figueres. They come together, stolen away by Pinello. Nice hook by Santos Bellini. Juan pushes it forward, and this has been a little bit on both teams. We're in a little gray area. Haven't had somebody out there. You might see a little more rotation from Alicia on her side, and then maybe Santos on ours. On the Casablanca side, anyways, moving the ball forward on the big passes. A lot of movement down inside. Gonzalez is going to work for space, and he finds it. Colo. Not the ball he was looking for. Loose ball play. Artemio will get there quickly, and it's a turn and burn. Here comes Ilario. Juan's going to use the angle here. Ilario keeps it in, drops it, leaves it for Pinello. Joaquin looking to go in behind Grant. Grant gives him a little racing. No need for a call. Shot on goal. Pinello with the deep neck shot will get the finish as we click down. And a little rub there, but he had to get around Grant. That looked clean. I like the non-call. Good focus. 3 players there to defend that neck shot. And Pinello finds a seam and gives them a 2-goal lead here in the 5th chukker as the clock kicks down about 3 minutes. So we're getting all change as we had a good shot of Alicia Zyler coming in, getting a few words from Ilario Figuez. Shot here of Matias. And that's a great job there by the team. His ground team. And there's one of our top goal judges, Chase. They're always all our goal judges in the neon. As you notice, they are wearing flat jackets and also helmets for safety reasons. Everybody's going to get an all change here based on pony being evaluated. Nice shot of Juan Bellini Sr. as he comes out back on the field. So this, everybody's going to be on fresh legs. Remember the month I told you, March, the day, 21st. And not hard to remember, Sunset Polo White Party. 7th annual Nick Roll Dance and being hosted by Grant Gansey. So make sure you check your tickets, sunsetpolo.com. You don't want to miss it. I've had the honor and pleasure to work the polo games, the charity, and the white party. You will definitely enjoy yourself. So please get behind the cause. Everybody on fresh legs, so you got to be careful. Pinello's going to get out in front on a Dark Bay pony. Oh, and they're going to dodge a bullet. And that is not a bullet, that's a bomb, because Joaquin was out in front on a flyer. This little pony drops his neck, gets him out there where he wants to be. You can see Joaquin, he was upset with himself. He'll make it up. But that would have gave them a 3-goal lead, and any pressure you can keep on Casablanca, you need and want to do. And they come together here. We get a whistle to stop the clock with 2:16 on the clock. Let's see what happens here. This ball, Bob Pam gets backed up and comes off, and then you just have a little bit of a right-of-way violation blocking. Could say reaching to on the hook, but nowhere going, nowhere moving. So from the spot, 5A, outlet pass, Gonzalez to Gansey. Grant is just hitting. He has been hitting the ball very deep the last 3 years, but this one is going to go offside of Mal a little bit. His summer this summer and at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, which if you want to play polo in the summer, AspenValleyPoloClub.com. You can get there and you'll see Cale Newman's club manager's number there, and he'll get you lined out for summer season, July into September based on scheduling. You need to check that out. But that's one of the places we talked about, and he just said he felt very comfortable with this swing. On the move, it's going to be picked up and taken here. Nice ride off, and look at this. Santos Bellini breaks through the pack on the end line. Gonzalez said, let's go the other way with it. And then it's dangerous. That's why it's dangerous, but he does get out in front. Now Pinello will spin it back. Good. Look at his ride off by both of these ponies grinding in there. And they both dig in deep. It was a neutral play to start. Then Joaquin ends up getting control. Everybody working so hard. Bellini on the little skip bounce there. Matias tries to take it out. Joaquin stolen away by Santos, and a whistle on the play. So does Santos get around quicker? And remember, the Casablanca team is out of challenges, so no challenge. Let's see what happens. He comes around there, and you're going to have probably the one meeting two because you have two players engaged. And on the breakdown, we have Pinello with the ball, and even though that Matias was not riding him off, he was actually facing the other direction. His distraction, his focus was on him. So that means they're engaged. not to be married, but they're engaged on the field, and that means that they're going to have to be, the focus is on them, so a third party cannot come in and join the party. I can understand Santos taking that ball because it's kind of weird when one player is facing and looking, but they are engaged. Good call by the Mountain officials. Open goal penalty 2. And Artemio will put another one on. 3 unanswered goals here in the 5th chukker. And that is a very strong chukker for Quiet on Z. They're going to click down here, and that'll probably end this chukker. Yes, it is. So they will go in with a 3-goal lead. That is not enough. They know it. And so we should be in for a fantastic 6th chukker. Get ready for it. We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo, and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before, and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo, but women's polo. So we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
It looks like everybody back on the field, ready to go. 6 chukker action. First chukker that we had unanswered goals. So at the moment, Quiet on Z feeling it. They come together here after the first bowl in. They scored 2 from the field, 1 from the penalty line. Artemio had 1 from the penalty 2, 1 from his brother Ilario, another 1 from Joaquin. And that gave them the 3-goal lead. Otherwise, it was 1-1 after the first, 2-2 after the second, 4-4 after the third. At halftime, they came in 5-5, and then that's when you got the big break. So let's see which team finishes stronger. That's a pretty pass, and that's a frosting on the cake. Good power polo play here by the Quiet on Z team. It's going to be Pinello. He's just going for the goal down the center. Everybody else has to do their job. And just bad luck there. Grant, he went for the ride-off. It was just 2 players going at it. Sometimes one horse wins, one horse doesn't. He's in a good spot. But that's going to give him a 4-goal lead. So that's where now these bowl-ins are going to be very important because possession is the name of the game. And here comes out the back door Pinello. Joaquin, keeping it moving down in the corner. Grant, he'll put a rub on him. Gonzalez is in there. Everybody looking to get free. Somehow Pinello gets out. Oh, that's a good steal. Grant Ganzi, and he's got the horsepower here. If he can stay out in front, this is going to be a foot race. Look at this bay pony. Oh, just off to the right side. Joaquin cleans it up. Snap on the back shot. Nobody home. Yes, he is. It's going to be Ilario, and he's coming in hot on the gray mare. You could be in trouble. Do they have the foot race? Shot on goal. And they'll dodge a bullet. But well done, quite on Z. Ilario, you can see grabbing his helmet there, but that's okay. No, good run. At least they finished it. That's going to get the clock goes tick, 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 as Tommy Oxley would say back at Royal Palm Polo. Every second counts during these times in a game. I like the change of field by Pinello, not to go with the tail, but open it. I actually thought he was going to lose the ball to Bellini, but he hit it far enough, and now it's going to be Juan Bellini. Juan now on the gray, and Juan's going to snap one from 80, and that ball looks like it's just dead center. Should be a layup for his son. And sure enough, Bellini will get him going. Juan with the nice layup from 80. Santos checks his shoulder one time, twice, sees he has his dad on by himself. Still not an easy finish. Santos takes his time. And that's when you get the term drive for show, putt for dough. And that was a must-needed goal because let's do the math. We got 4 minutes left by the time this ball gets in play. And a goal a minute is nothing in polo. Everybody knows that knows the game of polo. So that was huge. And look at this. They're going to get another opportunity. Juan with the same opportunity, but this one might go on its own. Doesn't have the legs. Oh, on the doorstep. Ilario with a sensational back shot. Juan Bellini with even a better goal shot. Grant Gansey was in there. Double G tries to turn the corner with it on the near side. Not an easy play, but he almost gets it done. Juan will get out in front of Ilario. And we're going to get a whistle with 3:26. Wow, a lot of action there. Bad luck for Casa. This ball comes down the center here. Yeah, and Juan's going to come from right to left. Either got to go near side there, make the ride off, same similar play, and both umpires have been very consistent on that today. Looks like we're going to get an all change. And then Ilario's going to jump on one of his 7 grays. He went through all the names with them. It's a lot of fun talking with the Figueres family about their breeding operation. There's so many amazing breeding operations out there. Of course, we talk a lot about them. And but they have a lot of fun naming the horses, and everybody's involved. So let's see what happens here. It looks like we're gonna check a play here. Okay, so a little check on the play. Now we are allowed to check ball positions. You are allowed to challenge ball placement also. Ball placement is a huge part of the game and always on the breakdown. Quite honestly, wanted to challenge that ball placement. They had an opportunity. They did. We'll let Artemio. Well, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, you saw that line in the middle of the field. He is just doing such a great job from the penalty line. It's fun to watch. Not if you're playing against him. Don't get me wrong. You don't like that. But Artemio, 7 penalties on the day. And Artemio is 5 out of 7. Good shooting. Can't complain about that. They challenged the ball placement. They thought the ball placement should have been a little bit farther, so they're going to go ahead and lose their challenge here. But up by 4 with 2:25, so in a good spot. But they thought maybe it should have went a little further. IRO thought it should be at the 60, so good placement by the umpires based on Bellini's positioning, and didn't think it should go any further. But that's a good challenge. Loose ball play, broken play, and that will go for Ilario, and he'll just pick that up, and that's just bad luck here for Casablanca. Just bad luck. Yeah, it does happen, and they have to do things quickly now because based on the numbers and the time, they need to move along as quick as possible. So you're going to make some mistakes when you're making faster plays, but just bad luck. Ilario, good job picking up the loose ball play. Ilario pick up his third goal of the day. On the bowl in, as we click down under 2 minutes. Back to the inside. Juan has time. He'll send him forward. Nobody coming to him here. Alicia's going to go and press him, but this is she as well. Put the pressure. He's had so much fun playing. Her daughter, Victoria, also plays. And I think they play in the women's polo, too. And Santos and Tato Bellini will pick up his second. And I was hoping to see more of Santos maybe used in this game. But you never know when you get out there how open you're going to be. And remember, Pinello, I mean, they mix it up. You have Ilario wearing the 4 and Joaquin wearing the 3, but they really play a 3-4 position. And so he didn't have as many opportunities. But when he did get his opportunity, Santos Bellini did a great job with his finishes, and there's a lot of positive plays here for Casa. If I'm coaching them, the one play that we'd have to talk about is you can't give up 7 goal shot penalties, and they gave up. That's what they did today, and that would be the only part. We'll see that in the stats at the end as we come down to our final 30 seconds. Penalties from the spot on the polo field, they don't really hurt you too much, or center hits. At least you can set your team up. But when you start giving teams 2s, 3s, and 4s, that's when you can have troubles. And today, Artemio was 5 for 7. So if they're on, it can hurt you. If they're not, it can work for you. But as they turn the corner here, that will end it. And what a great game. So look at this. Quiet on Z is going to move on in the 2025 USPA Bronze Trophy. And it has not been an easy ride. Good shot here of Ilario and his brother, Artemio. Pepe, right there. Great job, Pepe and Danny Juarez. Here's our stats. And if you look at them, you'll see. Look at the shots on goal by Quiet on Z. That's the difference right there. 21-13. You got to take that into account. All those knock-ins, that's also a little bit of a change because there's 4 more knock-ins, but based on the shots, that averages out. And then you look at the throw-ins, that still work for Quiet on Z, but only 5 more, but it does make a difference in a close game. And then the penalty shots. You got the penalty scored, 5 and only 2. But when you look at them, 3 60s and 2 30s, and then everything else was just a penalty 5. They only got the 60 and the 30, Casablanca, and that's what you got to watch out for, especially in these tight games, is how many goal shot penalties you actually give a team. If they're hitting them well, it can come back and bite you. But I want to thank the Casablanca group, of course, Matias Cole Gonzalez, Santos Bellini, Grant Ganzi, and Juan Bellini. Great job playing today here. But winners today will go to Quiet on Z with Alicia Zeiler, Artemio Figueres, Joaquin Pinello, and Ilario Figueres. As we see them walk off together, we're going to go ahead and take a little break. So get yourself a snack because we'll be back. And we're going to send it to the field to Jan Edik Frank, who is live at the beautiful Grand Champions Polo Club, and you'll get to get up close and personal with all of the best playing ponies, which is one of my favorite parts of the trophy presentation. You don't want to miss that as they give those awards away, because without those beautiful 4-legged athletes, this game would not be at the level that it is at. And you're going to be able to beat the players also, and they when they get ready, we're going to have Daniel Hustler out there doing the awards. Daniel, I want to give a big shout out to Daniel, CEO and president of the Boca Raton, Home Sweet Home for me and my wife, Stephanie. We were born and raised there. It's great to see that. And, of course, Doug Evans, who came in, president of Palm Beach Chamber. And Lugano Diamonds, one of our title sponsors for Grand Champions Polo Club. So, congratulations, Alicia. And I'm Dale Schwetz. Yeah, well, there's a good shot there of Nacho. And I'm Dale Schwetz with CTV Sports. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. But I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And we'll get ready for our trophy presentation because we love the polo.
Thank you very much, Webb, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming down and staying with us for the prize presentation. The players are already up there. We're just waiting for the two horses to make their way to us. But I can already ask a very special young man. And that is Daniel Hostetler, the President and Chief Executive of the Boca Raton Hotel. Monsieur, if you'd like to maybe take center stage up there for the prizes, they'll be handed to you. Thank you very much. And as you can see over on the far side, the two ponies are going to be brought in. So, just waiting for those horses. And look at that beautiful picture for those of you who are already here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think a big round of applause, I think, is in order here for these two teams. Casablanca and Quaitonzi, what a great display. What a great game of polo. Thank you very much. And, of course, a big thank you to Daniel Hostetler, President and Chief Executive of the Boca Raton Hotel. So, the horses are being led forward. And I think we're going to start with the American Polo Horse Association, the best playing pony of the American Polo Horse Association. She's going to be given her blanket, and then she'll be coming up center stage so you can get a good picture of her. And the other pony, of course, will be the Grand Champions Polo Club best playing pony of this match, the USPA Bronze Trophy. So if we could start with, I believe she's a grey mare. If we could start with the American Polo Horse Association to come forward. I shall introduce her to you. There she comes. She's just getting her blanket on. Yes, if you'd like to lead her forward, please, for the American Polo Horse Association. There she is. Please bring her forward. Yatai Malvon. Please, if you would bring her forward, give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that beautiful four-legged animal, Yatai Malvon. And she was ridden by Hilario Figueres, the man who's just coming off the podium to stand for the picture, ladies and gentlemen, if you would. Yes, look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful pony. Very, very attentive. Clearly likes all the attention. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for the American Polo Horse Association best playing pony, Yatai Malvon. And, of course, the man who rode her, Hilario Figueres. We have another pony that's going to be coming forward now, please, and that is the Grand Champions Polo Club best playing pony. Please step forward. Patrona, ridden and owned by Joaquin Panella. She's a 7-year-old mare and another beautiful, beautiful four-legged pony. And there, of course, the man who rode her, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for Patrona, 7-year-old mare, ridden and owned by Mr. Joaquin Panello. Right. Daniel, bist du soweit? He's ready. He's from Switzerland. He understands me. The Chief Executive and President of the Boca Raton Hotel. We're going to start with the runners-up, ladies and gentlemen. And the runners-up, of course, in this thrilling match were or are Casablanca at number 1. Please step forward, Senor Matias a.k.a. Colo Gonzalez. At number 2, ladies and gentlemen, what a cracking way to end this game. 2 goals in the last chukka. Santos Bolini. At number 3, a man who never disappoints. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Grant Ganzi. And last but by no means least, the man with number 4 in his shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Senor Juan Bolini. And now over to the winners of this USPA Bronze Trophy match, ladies and gentlemen. Quaitonzi, please a big, big round of applause all the way from Brazil. Alessia Zeidler. At number 2, with a total of 7 goals to his name in this match, please a big round of applause for Artemio Figueres. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll have enjoyed watching him as much as I did. Please give it up for Senor Joaquin Panelo. And of course, the 5-goaler, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 goals to his name in this game, Hilario Figueres. Well done, Hilario. Now we have one more award to give, of course, but I'd like to thank Daniel Hostetler, President and Chief Executive of the Boca Raton Hotel, for helping us with this prize presentation. The most valuable player, the MVP of this USPA Bronze Trophy match, goes to Joaquin Panelo. And with that, I now leave you. I kindly ask Casablanca to take exit stage left so we can get a good picture of the winning team quite on Z. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please, another round of applause for Daniel Hostetler, President and CEO of the Boca Raton. And, of course, once again, I'd like to thank Doug Evans, President of the Palm Beach Chamber of Commerce, having been here this afternoon. I believe Marcelo Gilardoni, the Consul General of Argentina, had to already leave. A big thank you also to Lugano Diamonds. From all of us here at Grand Champions, hope you enjoyed the afternoon, the evening. Get home safely. Remember, we look forward to welcoming you back here at Grand Champions Polo Club anytime soon. Thank you very much and see you next time.